North Carolina has passed a resolution wanting their state to get added to a list of states calling for a convention of the states. Under Article 5 of the Constitution, a convention of states can be called, and that convention can then propose and make changes to the Constitution. However, a lot of people are worried that this convention of the states would just pass whatever they want, repeal any amendments they want, and really screw up everything, and that would be the end of it. That's not the case. A convention of states, once called, takes 34 states to do it. They can propose any amendments out of the convention that they want. However, this only bypasses the first half of the ratification process. This gets around Congress not having 2/3 majority in both houses to pass amendments. This would just send them back to the states to have the states start ratifying. And there's not enough Republican-controlled states that would ratify a bunch of amendments that would wreck everything. There's still going to be elections. They're not going to change terms. They're not going to make the House of Representatives a 20-year term now instead of 2 or something like that. That's not going to happen. They're not going to repeal the right to vote. They don't have the number of states required to do that. But some of the things that have been proposed, if this convention of states does happen, that could get sent to the House, that may have an opportunity to actually pass, would be something like term limits for Congress. I've been saying in my lives that Congress would have to pass the amendment to put term limits on Congress. Well, this would bypass Congress, and you could theoretically get term limits in. Then you wouldn't end up with people who have been in Congress 40, 45, 50 years or more. And a lot of people think age limits may be the better way to go, and they're probably right. However, that's just one of the ideas. And this isn't the first time they've tried to work on a convention of states. North Carolina specifically put in their resolution that they only wanted to be counted toward putting term limits on Congress. However, most scholars say that's not really a thing. Just once they said that they want to be part of calling for a convention of states, their name gets added, and they would be open to discuss any amendment that gets discussed in this convention. And yes, even if only 34 states support a convention, all 50 would be there. They couldn't bypass the 26 that are not present, and I think they need 34 states out of the convention as well to pass those amendments, to send them off to get ratified. So it's not like it's going to be a quick process, and it's not going to be something that may even happen. There's some debate as to whether or not they even have enough states yet to hit that threshold because of how long ago some of the states have, initiated the request. So that's where that sits. We'll see what happens from there, but I don't think it's going to be nearly as bad. I think some people are just looking for a reason to be scared.